My eyes are burning up! Good morning, everyone. Is this real life right now? What's up, LP viewers? In my last video, I asked you, what celebrity do you want to kiss? And this is what you said. Today's comment question of the day is, who's your favorite YouTuber? So getting right into it, PewDiePie is taking over the world, or at least the YouTube world. Is the YouTube a world? He's becoming the fastest growing and one of the most profitable user-ran channels here on YouTube. He's making millions of dollars doing exactly what he loves doing. Minion, how many people can say the same thing? Well, right now he's in the news because he wants to create his own network. He used to be with Machinima, but PewDiePie had issues with them and wanted to leave their network. He said when he needed help, there was no one there to contact with. They pretty much do nothing for you and take a percentage of your company. The only time that Machinima messaged PewDiePie was when he wanted to leave their network. He eventually had a legal team to help him out, and finally, he was able to get out of Machinima. So we went with another network called Maker Studio. And that network recently sold to Disney for $950 million. Shay Carl was one of the founders of that. Well, PewDiePie's contract is soon coming up with Maker Studio, and he says, you know what? I don't want a network. I just want to be on my own. And actually, I want to create a network. He wants to follow in Shay Carl's path and create a mega network and make hundreds of millions of dollars. And let's just say the rich just keep getting richer. So guess what? Reaching Mars might be a possible thing. Well, says experts, because they claim they found a cheaper way to get to Mars. And if it's more feasible, it might be possible. There's this thing called therapeutic torpor, which is a form of deep sleep and also refers to a type of hibernation. The crew going up to Mars would sleep for the full 180 days it would take them to get there. Their body temperatures would be lowered. Mars is about 350 million miles away, and by not having to have food or water, it's going to make this trip a lot cheaper, which is making this whole thing more realistic. So the crew members would be waken up by coolant gas when they land, and when it's time to come back to Earth, they would go back to sleep. Something tells me it's gonna suck if it doesn't work and they're not sleeping and now they have no food for the next 180 days. Maybe we can turn that into a movie. But nah, that'd be a really sad ending because everyone would just be dead. Well, there's a lot of science that has to go into all of this, but NASA believes that they can get the first human flights by 2030. Moving on, Ashley Gardner is this woman who's trying to have babies for the past 8 years but has failed. It's actually really sad because these days we have all these young kids getting pregnant left, right, and center. And then you have this woman trying for so long and it's just not working. Well, after saving up money for an in vitro fertilization, she is now pregnant. Yeah! But doctors told her shocking news. Not bad news. Well, I don't know. Is this good news? She is not just having one child, she's having 2 sets of twins. And hey, it could be bad news because that is a lot of mouths to feed. This right here is 70 million to 1 chance. Super rare. Ashley and her boyfriend were totally speechless when they heard the news from the doctor. How would you LP viewers feel if you found out you're having 4 kids at once? So over in Edmonton, Canada, there has been a scare of Ebola. The Royal Alexandra Hospital emergency department units had to be shut down temporarily. They had a patient who gave a travel history and had a clinical condition that was suggestive that he might have Ebola. So they went in and further tested him, but it was ruled out. He didn't have it. The hospital was reopened. This unidentified person almost became the first person ever in Canada to have Ebola. It's actually very scary stuff because once one person has it and it spreads 2, 3, 4, 10, 100, it's scary. There has already been a known case in the States, so hopefully they can contain it. Okay, so let's talk about Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark. He purchased a new home and is finally ready to move in. His home took 5 years of planning. It's a 30,000 square feet Beverly Park mansion. And I'm laughing a little bit because why do you need a house that big? I mean, is this real life right now? Back in 2009, Mark Wahlberg purchased 6 acres of land for $8 million. And that's when he began his construction for his dream home. It's a 2-story frickin' palace. You probably have to drive your car to get to the other side. And if you lose your keys in that house, just give up. He has a private pool, basketball court, a gym. He has everything he's ever wanted. His wife is moving in with him along with her 4 children. There's no doubt that he has to hire people to help clean that house. Or just have like 30 kids to help out. Anyways, LP viewers, thank you so much for watching. That was a whole lot of fun. Minion enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.